In this video, I've decided to gather all the details about the new Dying Light. The information comes from various interviews with the developers, as well as from Techland's press release. It's not much, but now we have an understanding of what the game will be about. If you want to see more details about the newest games, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and let's get started. This information was shared by PC Gamer, obtained from an interview with the Dying Light franchise director Timon Smektala. It's called Dying Light: The Beast, and it takes place about a decade after the original game and before the events of Dying Light 2. It also brings back Kyle Crane, the main character of the original Dying Light, though he didn't live happily ever after. Speaking to PC Gamer, Dying Light franchise director Timon Smektala laid out the story that starts with Crane, after being held captive and experimented on for over a decade, escaping and seeking revenge. You may remember some buzz back in 2022 around Techland saying Dying Light 2 would take 500 hours to fully complete, and the natural skepticism that came along with that claim. According to Smektala, the Beast doesn't have those kinds of aspirations. It's going to be basically a fully fledged open-world adventure in the world of Dying Light, very similar to Dying Light 1 or Dying Light 2, though slightly more compact, Smektala said. My favorite joke about it is that it is like a double espresso because it's short, but super powerful and full of everything that Dying Light does best. Smektala said he expects the main story to take around 10 hours to complete, adding that it all depends on your gameplay style. There's lots of additional content and an environment that's very unique, full of secrets. As for Crane's beast powers, Smektala didn't want to reveal too much at this stage. Crane will have a new skill tree that will make Kyle more than just a human, allowing him to traverse more effectively, jump higher, run faster, is all he was willing to say. The Beast was originally intended to be DLC for Dying Light 2, but after 2 years of development, Techland decided it was big enough to be its own standalone game. It'll be free to owners of Dying Light 2 Stay Human Ultimate Edition. Now let's take a break from the developers' words and look at the trailer shown as gamers and do a quick overview of what we've been shown. Even at a quick glance, there's a few interesting things to discuss about the Beast. First, it actually began as DLC for Dying Light 2, but grew so big, Techland decided to turn it into a standalone game. It's also set in a place called Castor Woods, a once bustling tourist destination that's been overrun by zombies. You're leaving the densely packed city behind and going rural in this one. Featuring natural landmarks, small villages, and industrial complexes, the setting offers diverse traversal options. Whether it's using your parkour skills to gain the upper hand on your enemies, or hopping into an abandoned Forsakers fort to outrun the horrors of the night, Techland said. The presence of a vehicle and the more rural environment makes me think of The Following, which was an expansion for the original Dying Light that took place outside the traditional urban landscape of skyscrapers and office towers. I thought it turned out pretty well, with driving and exploration providing a refreshing change of pace after the non-stop running, clambering, and climbing of Dying Light. Instead of just kicking and bashing zombies, you could run them over at top speed. That was a thumbs up from me. If you're wondering who the titular beast is, well, it's you. After Dying Light, Crane was subjected to years of brutal experimentation on his DNA, leaving him able to unleash a beast-like power on the zombie hordes. The Beast will be playable in co-op by up to 4 players, or in this case, 4 beasts. For the community who patiently waited for the DLC, Techland will be offering the Beast at no extra cost to all owners of the Dying Light 2 Stay Human Ultimate Edition, delivering a full standalone adventure instead of just a DLC. What do you think, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comments. For me, this announcement turned out to be the most exciting and interesting of all Gamescom, and I'm sure we'll talk about this game more on my channel. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. I'd be extremely grateful. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next